Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody's having a great Thanksgiving weekend, a great holiday weekend. It is cold and rainy here in North Carolina, but been enjoying the time that I have. We always have a good time when we get together. Everything is about family. So, unfortunately, we just eat too much, and then I go into a food coma. I'll fall asleep right at the table, and everybody takes pictures and you know laughs at me and all that good stuff. But for some reason, I just eat myself into a coma. But that's all in fun. It's all about family. So our sale is gonna run through Cyber Monday. You can still save up to $200 on the yearly subscription. Includes everything that I offer, with the exception of the one-on-one mentoring. But like I said yesterday, or I can't even remember when I was driving. It might have been yesterday. That we do mentoring every day in chat. So whether you want the one-on-one or whether you just being a part of the community and getting what we offer, I think is very invaluable. The enhanced mentoring program, you can save $300 off of it. That comes with the yearly subscription to the community, and also the 10 hours of one-on-one mentoring time, where we spend that time one-on-one working on your trading, trying to get you to that next level. So it's great. We can identify the things that are holding you back, and I think that is also very invaluable. So just check that out. Just jump on over to the website, averagejoetrader.com, and you can check it out. I'll put the link in the description part of this video. So if you're interested, you can jump on over. So what's new for 2019? The virtual classroom. This is something, technically we already have a sort of a virtual classroom, but and there are probably tools in that I'm not even using that could further enhance what we do. I'm going to be exploring that as well. But the virtual classroom is going to kind of bring me back home in terms of my education. And it'll be more interactive. You'll see me actually standing up in front of you talking. It won't be just watching the presentation and listening to me talk. It's going to be more engaging. And I think the education process does not work if students can't be engaged or they're not engaged in their own learning. Just buying a DVD or reading a book or just watching a video, is not going to cut it. Now you have to engage yourself in the process. So that's where this is coming from. Now, here's a good illustration of how, this virtual classroom idea kind of evolved. Back in the day, there was just teleconferencing. What they did, they video recorded a class or a course or a conference, and they were able to play it back. Then we had the online asynchronous training, which asynchronous is not happening at the same time. So what the training will be recorded, and then they would play the recording at an opportune time, kind of like what we do when you're not able to be here at the live class. You just watch the recording. That's asynchronous training. That's always going to be a part because not everybody is going to be on the same schedule and will not be here live. And then we had the live chat, which is pretty close to what we have now. But we've added the synchronous learning to our live chat. So you're actually learning live. You're watching me trade live. You're not listening to me just call out stuff and then at, the end of the day, recap it. If you're in the community, you're seeing these trades happen live. So everything is together. It's synchronized. And the virtual classroom is going to take that to the next level. So I'm really excited about it. Like I said, it's bringing me back home. And I think that's going to take this to the next level. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the big guys start doing that as well. So we'll see what happens. Also, the How to Make a Living Day Trading series is starting as well. We're going to be taking that $5,000 that we've got, and we're going to grow it. You're going to see exactly what I did in 2015 that allowed me to go from $5,000 to $7,500 in 10 months. Plus, how I managed it. Did I leave all that money in SureTrader? Hell no. There's nowhere in the world I'm going to leave a substantial amount of money over there, because you never know what can happen. Okay? Any offshore broker that you use, whether it's CME Group, Alliance, anybody that's offshore, you're going to have to treat them, as a hostile enemy, so to speak. It's a necessary evil. You got to get in bed with them if you want to grow and get to the next level. Unless you get lucky and win the lottery and you don't have to do it anymore. But the odds of you getting struck by lightning is the same as winning the lottery. So I'd rather not get struck by lightning. So I wouldn't rely on that very much. But, and this is going to show you how to position yourself. You need to be in the right position, in the right frame of mind, in the business-like mindset before you actually start bringing in money. What happened to me was I wasn't in the right mindset. I was bringing in money, and, in 2014, and I didn't manage it right. I forgot about Uncle Sam. And, of course, he's going to come knocking if you, especially if you have an offshore account. So they're going to be looking at you. And there's certain things that you're going to have to do in order to prepare yourself for that. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so what I'm telling you is just based on what I was told and what I'm doing. I'm always going to defer you to your local professional, somebody that's in your area, that lives in your area, that knows the local laws. Because just knowing the federal laws is good, but the local laws is even more important. So I'm going to defer to somebody local. But that's, I'm excited about sharing that with you. Now, for multiple times, for the last 2 years since I started this community, I've started, at $1,500 and grew my account. Started over, grew my account. This summer, I damn near killed myself starting with $1,000. But look at where we are now. We survived. We had that stamina. Now, a lot of people that joined me quit. And unfortunately, they're the ones that probably aren't going to make it. If you don't have the stamina to make it through the tough times and to learn how to deal with the tough times, it's not going to work for you, because there's a lot more tough times than there are good times in the beginning. And these tough times are going to mold and shape you and develop you into the trader that you really want to be. All right, so let's close out the week here. So I really hate these laptops because it makes things so small. It has a 4G monitor on the laptop, and I don't know I'm not good at formatting computers and stuff. So some of this stuff, like the lines, the lines here, are just smaller, and I can't really see very well. But, I told you on Wednesday The only thing that would bring me in the market on Friday would be if the market was tanking. And I logged on, late Thursday when trading resumed, and the market had gapped down. And so, yeah, I got excited. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. But then, you guys that saw the video, I had to drive back because I forgot to make reservations at the vet for my dog. So I had to go back home, let them out, and then come back. And so, I was kind of watching on the road. I had my laptop with me, and I was kind of glancing at it. And, every time I stopped to get a double shot espresso to stay awake, I would type in some stuff. But it just wasn't, it just fooled us. Because you see, here's a gap down, and we sold off going into the open. And when we opened, this huge recovery. There was really no, maybe here would have been an entry for me. I probably would have gotten in here, and this thing would have, stopped me out, if I'd have been there. But this huge run up, and we broke the high. I'm not even looking at this, but if we broke the high here, that I would have just said, to hell with this. I'm not dealing with this today. It was a short day anyway, but if you hung with it and you caught this on the back side of the move, you did make a little bit of money on this. But like I said, this wasn't what I was looking for. I was only looking for the big sell-off. That would have been the only thing that would have brought me, into the market as a participant. Now, UTX, a lot of guys in the chat caught this. I saw a lot, several people trading this. Beautiful opening range breakout. You had the huge sell-off, just like the market. Beautiful opening range breakout. So if you traded this, you really, made some good money. And this would have been surprising, for me. This is one of those trades that I said you probably could find one or two, but you had to be in the right place and at the right time and catch it. And this is one of the ones. It was beautiful setup and, textbook, right from the class. And we're seeing a lot of these now. The market is, being more receptive, and it's opened up, and it's affording us a lot of opportunities. Now, Apple, I've been holding this since Tuesday. I told you guys in the video Tuesday what my thought was on this. And, Wednesday I didn't really do anything. And so Friday, we got a nice little sell-off. And I don't know if you can see it. Like I said, I hate these laptops because it doesn't really do justice to my charts. But I don't know if you can see, it's like a little purple line, dash line here and one here. This is the gap over here that I was looking for Apple to close up. Now, technically, there shouldn't be any resistance or support in through here once you make this gap. Theoretically, it negates everything prior to that. But for me, I just don't buy it. So I took some profit off here right around the market close on Friday, just to lock in some profit on this. Here would be the next level. I would try to lock in some. But this is the gap that we've been looking for the last couple of days, that I wanted it to get into and close this gap back up. Yeah, it can continue to sell, but this is the move I've been looking for. I thought we would get it last week, but it just didn't do it. So still hanging on to it. Here was where right before the close, I took some off here at this level. It did drop another 30 cents or so, but Just still waiting for, we'll be looking for it to continue down and hit the rest of the levels. But locked in $410. I've been holding it a couple days. Just, we got profit on it, so let's go ahead and lock it up. If the market rebounds and everything starts to take off going into Christmas, I'll be fine. So you guys that were in chat at the end of the day after lunch on Wednesday, you saw GME had some breaking news that I jumped on. I was kind of concerned about, here it is. I was concerned about not having enough volume to drive this up. Now, $15 was my goal on this. I was looking for a push to $15. You can see it just didn't do it. We had to gap up. It was halted. We had to gap up and, trying to get it out of the halt. We did make a nice push up to 14, but that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for 15. And it didn't happen, so I decided to hold it. And I was looking for it to, do something here on Friday, and it just did not do anything. Here was the line in the sand right here, the low of this dip where we gapped up and it sold off. This was my line in the sand here. It tapped it, but that was it. So trade still in play. Still in play. I'm only down. I do have 1,000 shares on this. It's only a $13 stock. So, no real worries on this. So we'll see what happens going into next week. Now, I know I haven't updated this on the website yet, and I will. This is the first time that I've had time to sit down in front of my computer. And so I will get this updated under the swing thing. Apple was the only intentional swing. This GME was an inadvertent swing. This wasn't one that was planned. It just happened to be that way. So, may turn out to be a mistake on my part. But I still think this thing, will push up. So, keep that in the back of my mind. So, to close out this week, we had a total of 29.73.25. Short week, not bad. Not bad for 3 days. Really 3.5 days. Because I didn't take any trades on Wednesday in my main account other than, jumping in GME. So, we're still in that. So I had a big goose egg on Wednesday. And even still, we ended up with 29.73. Double that, and we would have beat last week. So every week moving forward, we're getting better. We're making a little bit more money. Even in the small account here. I know back here, it's going to, be more because I added in these 2 days. So this is kind of skewed a little bit. But you can see we're gradually making improvements. Our account's growing. We're able to take more, larger price stocks that have larger move potential. We're not increasing our position size dramatically. We're consistent. And that's how you make a living day trading. And this is going to be the focus of what we're going to be doing going forward and through 2019. So you guys that want to learn how to day trade and you want to make a living day trading, you really need to come in and learn exactly what you need. I don't care who else you follow, what other chat rooms you're in. I can guarantee you nobody's going to tell you in the things and teach you the principles that I'm going to teach you that you're going to need in order to make a living day trading. Everybody's, wanting to make money quick. Everybody, you got look out for people who are posting these unrealistic games. You know, saying you could do this. I mean, it's unrealistic, guys. It's unrealistic. You got to stop buying the lie. You know, if you don't see it happen in front of your face, it probably didn't happen. You know, and I tell you that all along. Never believe what I tell you. Believe what you see happen. And that's why I do everything live and in color, right in front of you. I want, you know, because that's what saved me in this industry. Adopting that attitude. You know, believe none of what you hear and only about half of what you see. And then you go from there. You're able to qualify what you see to determine whether it's legit or not. But just hearing it, it's hearsay. So the same thing I ask you to do with other people, I'll ask you to do with me. You know, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm in the exact same. If I make some crazy, outlandish claim, you better believe I'm going to want somebody to see it. I'm going to have people see me actually do it, or else I wouldn't even claim it. You know, I've had some huge wins, but I'm not claiming it because it's not something I did. It's just what I did in the process of my trading. So that's just the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. So to date, we've gained 2281.73 in the small account this month to date. So our balance now going into next week, 5829.99. So we are, you know, hopefully I'll be able to pull out a little bit of money that for a Christmas bonus. You know, a little bit over this, because we're going to start with $5,000 in January. January 1st, we started with $5,000, and that's that. You know, I spent 2 years going back, showing you guys exactly what it takes, how you have to develop your patience and discipline in order to get to that next level. So now we're taking it to another level. So you guys that are still starting with a smaller account, you can still follow these trades, understand what we're doing. Only thing you'll do is trade with smaller size. Because I don't change the way I trade. All I do is, instead of trading 100 shares, maybe now I can trade 200 because my account size is bigger. Or I can go to 300 shares. You know, it's either one. It's you know, I'm not going to go that much higher. So it is scalable. You can scale it up or scale it down based on your account size. So, you know, don't think you guys can't follow through and can't follow what we're doing. But you want to be and have that same mindset going forward. You know, you want to have that business-like mentality and really, you know, have your ducks in a row. So when you start becoming consistent, you start making some money, you have everything in place so that you won't, you know, fail. There's a lot of people that fail once they become profitable because they don't know how to handle it or where to go or what to do with it. So, you know, that's going to be our focus. So let's keep working. Let's finish 2018 strong. We're going to hit 2019 running. Like I said, that's going to be our year. That's going to be our year. That's going to be your year that everything changes for you. So just, you got to stay the course. You got to stay the course. We may have bad weeks. We may have bad months. That's what a real day trader goes through. You're going to have those issues. So during this time, you have to develop your stamina. You're building up your stamina. You're getting broken down and built back up so that you're stronger. And that's what this is all about. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Again, check out our specials. If you're not a member, you know, we'd love to have you in. We're a small, close-knit community, and it's all about education and learning and getting you to the next level. So we'll see you guys first thing Monday morning, and we'll finish this month out strong and get ready to leap into December.